Good day, this is JNN Weekday News. I'm Lafayne Wigan. Here now are the top stories. Efforts are being made by the National Workers Union NW today to implement new haulage rates for tanker drivers that will hopefully prevent further disruption in the petroleum sector. Tanker drivers have been threatening to strike tomorrow if the new haulage rates agreed on in January are not implemented by today. In January, the drivers went on strike to force the marketing companies to pay higher rates to haulage contractors so that they could get an increase. However, weeks later, the NW says some marketing companies are yet to implement the increase. President of the NW, Vincent Morrison, says only those companies which have paid the new rates will be served come tomorrow. Last week, Junior Energy Minister Julian Robinson held informal talks with stakeholders in the petroleum industry in a bid to avert a strike. He said the government, through Petrojam and Petcom, have taken the lead in implementing new rates, and he's hoping other companies will honor their part of the deal. Fire destroyed sections of the Liberty Hill Primary School near Brownstown in St. Anne this morning and displaced over 90 students preparing for the Grade 6 Achievement Test GSAT, as well as members of staff. Reports are that about 2 minutes after 2, fire was seen coming from a section of the school, and the police and the fire department were alerted. When they arrived, the building, which housed the administrative offices, the library, and the grade 4 to 6 classrooms, were engulfed in flames. The building housing grades 1 to 3 was also damaged. Acting principal for the school, Miss Lorraine Wright, says arrangements will be made to accommodate the students elsewhere. The Organized Crime Investigation Division OCID today unveiled another set of strategies aimed at tackling the growing incidence of extortion island-wide. Head of OCID Senior Superintendent Clifford Chambers said the JCF's public anti-extortion campaign will be literally taken to every corner of Jamaica. SSP Chambers, in outlining detail, says police personnel will be handing out anti-extortion flyers and engaging the public on several topics. They include ways to avoid crime, methods of capturing evidence to support an investigation, and how the matter can be reported. SSP Chambers added that the extortion teams, which will encompass all police auxiliaries, will also seek assistance from members of the public to utilize their premises for covert and overt law enforcement activities. The OCID head says the sensitization sessions will be spearheaded by community safety and security officers and divisional members. The Health Ministry is to begin a phased implementation of the National Health Card today. Registration for the card began a month ago, and today's implementation is in keeping with the ministry's timetable. As of today, health facilities, public pharmacies, and drugstore pharmacies will begin accepting the card geared at improving efficiency. The ministry says the card will be introduced over the next 18 to 24 months. According to the Health Ministry, public response has been encouraging, with many centers reporting waiting lines for persons wanting to register for the card. Public health facilities, drugstore pharmacies, along with the National Health Fund offices and the Ministry of Health have been accepting applications for the card. Meanwhile, the Registrar General's Department (RGD) has announced an increase in fees for its services, which takes effect today, March 3. Under the new fee structure, the cost of a birth, adoption, marriage, or death certificate will be increased from 650 Jamaican dollars to $1,500, and each additional copy will now cost $500 instead of the previous $100. The agency says the increases are an effort to sustain operations and improve service delivery. The RGD highlighted, however, that a number of fees, including those payable to the RGD by marriage officers and civil registrars, will not be adjusted. The agency's Free First Birth Certificate initiative will also continue to allow the less fortunate to access its services. And those were the headlines for this hour. You can watch your live stream at JamaicaNewsNetwork.com. I'm Lafayne Wigan, and this is JNN News Worth Watching.